318. Coming to you. Over.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. On 3rd down, here's Jones. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
1st down, Packers.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd down.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. The 40, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
They start the drive with Cook. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
First.
Cousins to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, here's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
26.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 6 there on first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. From the 38, Rodgers. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Rodgers now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Jones, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
It's caught. Jones. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Rodgers on 3rd down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own.
And he's got the connection to the tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
1-yard gain. Brings up second.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, Cook. He takes this for 3 to the 29. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Cousins. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards up 1st and 2nd down.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it's going to be tipped up and picked off. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling.
Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 49 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 37.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Intercepted.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Give to Cook out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The reception good for 7. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Tight as Ringo. Listen to me. Ringo. Hey.
First down, here's Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Cook. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, it's Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
15, check back 15. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
One set. Hey, number 8's coming. Number 8's Mike. Here we go.
On second and 11 now. Cousins. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
50's the Mike. All day.
Hey, high 7. 50, Mike, 50. Yellow.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Let's go.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Kill. Hey, 88.
Rodgers now going to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now Rodgers to throw on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith. Actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for it now.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 75 yards. As his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Again, it's Jones. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Rodgers to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
26.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. A 14-yard touchdown. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Rodgers throwing here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. Well, they're holding their breath right now. That's Aaron Rodgers shaken up on the play. Still down. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Throwing is Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. To throw, Cousins. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. They'll start out here with the option left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. It's caught. Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Green Bay, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.